just a quick disclaimer that this episode has been in a bit of a development hell. This is going to be our pitch episode, like our pilot episode, but various methods were not allowing it to be produced. So we finally got around to it, and this is the end result. It's finally done and edited, and it's about 3 months old. So some of the stuff we may be talking about may be out of date, or our opinions have changed, or whatever the case. So yeah, with that disclaimer out of the way, I hope you guys enjoy this episode.
Hi, welcome to the podcast, boys. It's me, your boy, Cody. I'm joined here with my lovely co-host, Timothy, and my other co-host, Ryan. We're here to talk about the Questline podcast. It's a podcast where us three nerds sit in a circle and we talk about nerd stuff. It's not strictly about WoW, but it's like,
It's WoW themed.
Yeah, exactly. Most specifically, just yeah.
Yeah.
You wanna?
All right. So yep. All right. So I'm Timothy, if you can't tell. So anyway, first topic of discussion: what can't placebos do? Can it make you become an Olympic star? All right.
All right. My reasoning for this question, right? Think about it, right?
Uh-huh.
So, say I walked into a room, right?
Okay.
Pulled out a Glock, and I said, and I quote, "I got rubber bullets in here, right? They don't hurt. They don't hurt.
Yeah.
They really are just real bullets."
Okay.
And I walk into the room.
Okay.
I whip it out, and I cap Ryan point blank range. Now.
Okay.
You follow me?
Okay, I'm following you.
How long do you think it would take before Ryan realizes that's not placebo?
Okay.
And would he try to shake it off?
Okay.
So first, or?
Yeah, I just a few things. First off, the adrenaline would be kicking, even if it's rubber bullets. So I think you wouldn't feel it initially anyway because of the adrenaline. But if it's like, what are you talking about? Like his head or his hand?
Chest range.
Okay. Well, I think he's gonna notice once he sees a little more bleeding than he's supposed to, and has like a hole in him. That a rubber bullet doesn't do.
Okay, but say I follow up. Say I do a follow up, right?
Okay.
I cap him and I tell him that's not real. That's just magic, right?
I don't think that.
I don't think I would believe that.
Yeah.
No, just because you would. Okay, say for example, Ryan believes it, right?
Do you realize that rubber bullets hurt a lot? Like they're still pretty close to bullets.
I feel like a rubber
hypothetical
bullet.
situation.
Okay,
I walk in. I convince Ryan to let me shoot him in the stomach with a fucking with a Glock 19 at point blank range.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
I convince him to do it. Do you think that it would be like an immediate oh no, this is not real? Or do you think it would be like a solid maybe I can shake this off kind of thing?
Well,
are you saying
it's more if you're if you don't hit any vitals. I think it's more like the adrenaline would kind of fight against that for a little bit, the pain or so, and you'd be able to withstand it. But regardless if whether it's fake or real, if you tell them that, the adrenaline's still gonna kick.
Okay.
So.
No, Now I got another question about the topic.
All right. Okay. Go ahead.
Say I tell you I got some magic shoes, right?
Okay.
And I say you can outrun Usain Bolt, right?
Okay.
And you put them on. Do you think there'd be a increase in speed if I give you the shoes, or do you think there'd be a decrease?
I think it's. Sorry, go ahead.
I think there would be probably an increase of speed, just because you could probably. It really depends on how the person, I think, takes it.
Yeah, if they believe it, then I think it would increase their times. I don't know if it would, because the placebo effect in itself has a limited effect. It's not like a magical thing that you won't just believe you won't die and you won't die. No, that's not true.
Feeding kids sugar pills. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, that's an actual placebo effect. But that's the thing, though. It's some people end up giving, at hospitals, if you have an open wound, they'll give you, or a wound that's having trouble healing, they might give you a sugar pill and tell you it's this, and the body's thinking, oh, this pill's doing good for me. So your body will start like healing itself better. It's like it's tricked almost, like working overtime.
Okay.
It's weird.
Okay.
So, but like I think that also applies to like athletics too.
Yeah.
To an extent, not like it won't make you like god tier, but it might improve
I feel
your results. Yes.
right. I feel that it wouldn't work. Like it would work. It would work worse.
I think it
Because
works to a certain degree.
I think it would hinder him because if you tell him this can make you run faster, and then he goes to make a sprint, he's not going to try to run all the way. He's just going to be like, the shoes got the ability. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Thinking about that too. That was the other side.
Yeah,
I think he's banking on the shoes.
Banging shoes.
At the same effect,
He's banking on the shoes.
At the same effect, though, they have some athletes have like rituals and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They have like warm-up rituals.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like that. It's like you don't have to do those things.
Oh,
they do
like
them.
fishermen. Like fishermen. You know, fishermen is the most superstitious job.
Oh yeah, no, because it's like
You can't have bananas on a boat. If you have a banana on the
why?
boat, they'll kick you off.
Wait, why?
I don't know. I don't know. It's like wild.
Get potassium off me boat.
It was from what I was told by a fisherman. It was bananas and woman. Like the coochie came up on board and they were like no, and then like the banana came up on board and they were like same thing no, like
no ships on me boat.
I've been doing some wild stuff over there with fishing.
I am sure.
How many fishermen do you know?
Yeah, I know. Don't say names, but
okay.
Yeah.
I used to work with a Freilander man, and he took 7 years. He was 7 year old. He did fishing for 7 years before he got to the job where he was Freilander. He would tell me these wild stories about him on a boat. He'd be like, most superstitious thing I've ever seen. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, you can't have bananas. No bananas. I was like, why not? He goes, I don't know. They just won't let you have bananas.
I have no idea.
I think a lot of it's also, it's like you're stuck out at sea. Like, you gotta be superstitious because, like,
be like,
if you're fucked,
yeah.
you're fucked. Like, there's nothing you can undo. Like, you're done, you're done.
The ocean's scary as hell.
Dude, I refuse to do that. I refuse to go on a boat. I refuse to get out there, bro. Subnautica? That game will fuck you up, bro.
No,
I ain't
I've
touching
played
that.
it. I've actually been on cruises before. It's not as bad. You don't think about it that much.
Okay.
I've gone deep sea fishing before.
Okay, hold on. Okay, white capitalists, okay, guys? Jesus Christ, out here doing the fucking...
When I jump in the water? No.
Okay,
yeah,
but
when I hop on the side of the boat, not really.
Okay, but you
guys
guys
both
both...
dive off the side of the cruise.
Fuck it. No. That's the thing. People are like, I'll dive there. No, you'll die if you jump from a high. I don't think if there's a low enough point, like an open point where you could jump off. You probably just die.
On a cruise?
Oh,
yeah.
Cruise. I think you'd be able to survive. But say you jump out of the plane.
I don't think that. I think that's not true. Hold on.
I
No, Cody.
Cruise.
Oh, you think of cruise ship?
Height. Are you sure? You sure about
They can
that?
be pretty fucking tall. They're like fucking like structured. They're not really like
Maybe.
boats. Well, they are boats.
I think it's about the same as if you jump from that height onto like concrete or something like that.
Well, yeah.
Well, no. Once you reach terminal, you're fucked. Like
yeah.
If you land anything besides like.
You ever heard the thing about I don't know how to say it, about jumping out of a about jumping out of a plane? You ever heard that?
If your parachute fails, I know.
If your parachute fails, you have to you aim for snow, trees and you never aim for water. If you aim for water, you will die.
You land feet first and break your legs and hope to God they hold for a little bit.
Water's worse than concrete than just hitting concrete in general.
Because it doesn't
Not
have
only does
more
it just
curves.
break your bones,
Isn't like
you
the
just
surface
drown.
tension too to break it? It's like at that speed, it just like.
It's the particles of the water can't like move out of the way faster than you're dive bombing in.
Okay. So from what this like little chart's showing me, right, about cruise ship height, jumping from the not lowest deck, but from the main deck. You know what I'm talking about? From like where they make that point on the front of it.
Yeah.
Jumping from there is the equivalent of jumping from the tip of a Boeing 747 like tail wing.
Okay.
That does not help in any sense
Yeah,
of
no, that really doesn't. Like,
How many Boeings
I'll,
using I've been on?
How many Boeings using? Here, I'll send it to this guy. Look. It makes more sense if you look at it. You see what I'm saying? The tail tip of like the Boeing 747.
I'm not getting it. Real
It's on the Discord.
He sent it in fucking music.
Alright, well, I can see it now. Yeah, it still doesn't help me because I don't really like. I don't know the perspective of like a plane. Like I've been on one, but
look at the Statue of Liberty. I guess that's probably the best way to know this.
I've never actually been, but.
Okay, you've been on a cruise ship, but you've never been to New York City?
No, I've seen it in a distance. I haven't like been to it.
Oh, that's true.
But I mean, okay. So it looks like it's about like the tip looks like about like at least like 20 to like 25 like hovers.
I love America. Measuring things.
Americans use anything but the metric system to measure stuff.
Dude, the Americans don't use the measure system. They only use it to measure the caliber of bullets, bro. That's wild, bro.
But yeah, so I think it's like I don't know if it's talking about like if you're jumping from like one of the lower decks, probably it will kill you. It'll hurt, but it's not gonna kill you. But no, definitely like the third or fourth, maybe fifth deck. Yeah, fifth deck, you're dead. There's
you're done.
What? One hit punch.
Yeah, one hit punch. No, actually, you know something wild I figured out. I don't know the exact measurement, but like if you get hit hard enough, your shit will like your bones and shit will melt. Like, wait. Your shit, like your blood, your bones, your organs will like fucking like.
Is this
liquefy.
like is this a theory about like slapping a chicken kind of thing?
Nah, well, kind of, but you're not cooked. It's just like the force of it, just like like the atoms just
melt.
The like the shit that makes up your bones and shit. Like it's breaking apart so fast that it just like liquefy. I think.
Wait a minute.
You just become like a living rag doll.
Yeah.
Yo, I searched up how to hit hard enough to melt bones. I got how long does it take to dissolve a human body?
Jesus Christ. What was I also found out? I think. Well, I'm probably speaking out my ass a lot, but I'm in no way qualified. But I've also heard from somewhere that you can like, you know, like if you're like trapped under like an immense amount of weight. If you like, you know, like if you're like crushed by something, like a weight, like a train car or something like that, like something that's heavy, like that will like crush you. If they take the weight off of it too fast, like let's say like it's like a superhero movie, like, they take off your body will decompress you too fast and like fucking like. Deep sea divers. Like they have to. It's like that, but you can do it physically on land if you're being crushed by something. If the thing gets lifted up way too fast, it'll just like, turn to a puddle.
It's like getting crushed by like a car. When you get pinned to a tree by a car, and if they back it out too quickly, you can just like.
Yeah, you just dematerial. Yeah.
The thing with divers is
you de-apparate, bro. Just.
Yeah, essentially. But no, it's
with the pink side.
It's fucking wild,
bro, dude. Okay. So you saying okay. Speaking, wonderful transition, by the way. So saying that but hitting water is harder than hitting concrete, right?
Oh, great.
So say I decide to make wet concrete, like wet concrete, like you know concrete. Yeah. And I eat it, right?
Okay. Yeah.
How much?
What? Just enough. Like, a meal's worth. Okay.
Okay.
And I eat it, right? What happens? Do I die because of poisoning? Do I die because of it turning into stone? Do I die because of to a further extent? Can I cast my stomach into concrete?
You can only do it once.
Yeah, I know. But okay, so you have to factor in can it dry in your stomach? Which I don't think it can.
Probably
because it's all liquefied. I was gonna say like if it can dry in your stomach, it'll like tear a hole in it and probably kill you that way.
I mean, honestly, I think it would tear a hole in the stomach either way because of all the weight displacement.
I think it's heavy, but like let's say like for example, it doesn't break your stomach.
Okay, yeah.
I think that the mineral is anything in concrete actually poisonous? Like I mean,
that's what I'm wondering. I swear to God, it's rocks and dirt, bro. Like I'm kidding you not.
There's more to it than that, but I don't know if there's like a chemical in it that would. I know you're
there's aggregate, and then there's like binding.
Oh wait, there is actually something called cement poisoning.
Oh. No. It's from if you breathe in the particles, I think. I think
Powder,
that's what we're talking about. Yeah, like if you're like mixing it, you have to like wear
No,
a mask.
yeah.
You can't like breathe that shit in.
Yeah,
Like,
No, this one's actually just talking about basic
just
touch.
eating it.
Just
Yo,
basic touching
yo.
it. Like wet cement.
Touch.
Touching
Touch?
wet cement.
Bro.
I've been touching wet cement for like jobs.
Oh, that's
You're defying reality, TJ. You have 2 days to live.
You know what? For some reason, like me and my father have like a
So
Your arms, they're filled with
the
your-
science behind it is that wet cement has a very high pH, so it will literally like burn your skin. It's almost like acid. Not
What?
It doesn't react with your body, but
I
like
was
some
gonna say, because I
acid.
touched that shit, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's
No.
just like wet.
I think it's like when it gets inside you, that's the problem. Like that's when it becomes an issue.
When I start like injecting it like heroin.
Yeah, like eating it, that's a problem.
It's just directly into my bloodstream.
So
It's like,
You can't really, it's just too chunky.
oh, you know what I just realized?
Yeah,
what?
So that means if you drank drank cement, the basic cement would mix with your acid in your stomach and make you like oh, not combust, but like you would react with each other.
Oh, so your tummy would hurt. This
Tell me what hurt a little bit.
in my scientific opinion, tummy hurt.
I'm about to eat some cement, bro.
Do it.
See what I'm about to dissolve, dude. I'm about to turn into some puddle.
All right,
on the floor.
So another great
completely balanced.
segue about intaking something that could possibly
Yo,
kill you.
yeah.
You like that one? You like that one?
I like that one a lot.
I hate all
the
of
next
you.
question we have up here: how much monster can someone legally intake, and if they were to
Okay.
end up in the hospital, can
No.
they stop them?
No.
Right?
Here's how my question goes. Right?
Okay, go ahead.
Right,
I'm just
right,
reading it, so
right.
I don't know.
Billy walks into a hospital, right?
Okay, Billy.
Right.
Got it.
He says he walks in, so looks at the nurse, and he says, "Nurse, can I have a monster?" Right.
Okay.
She gets, for some reason she has like an infinite supply of monsters. Let's just say
Wait,
hypothetically.
how old's Billy? Billy can't be, I think, what?
Billy is Billy is
I forget.
25,
Okay.
and
sorry.
he works a middle-aged job as a mattress salesman.
Gotcha.
So he walks in and he sits down and he says, "Nurse, can I have some monster?" And she has an infinite supply of monster. She hands him one can of monster, right? Chugs it, clears it, looks at her again, says, "Can I get another can of monster?" Now, how much monster for a basic nurse do you think she's going to physically give him before she cuts him off?
Well,
Like-
okay, so wait, are you talking about them giving it to you in the hospital?
Yes,
Or
yes,
okay,
yes.
so you don't start and then go to the hospital. They're
No.
Then they
You're in the hospital and they give it to you.
I think they're actually pretty hospitals are pretty conscious about like intakes like that. So I don't think they would give you more than one intake.
Yes,
okay.
which is I believe it's 400 milligrams of caffeine.
So that's what, like how many monsters? Like 3, 4?
One, I think.
Wait, one?
Like
This is
less
the
little.
max? Really?
No, it's not. It's probably
I said
two.
the one cannot be the max. I drink
I used to
harder.
drink
I drink
C4.
harder shit than Monster. Like there's no way.
Oh, that's
Okay,
actually okay. It's only 86.
So what's that mean?
That's one can of Monster has about 86 milligrams.
Okay, so then that means.
400 is like the maximum you're supposed to.
Okay.
That's the ceiling. That's the ceiling.
So, okay, so I would
Okay.
say they would probably give you half of that. So
Okay.
say
No,
Alright.
I'd say 3/4. Actually, not half. It's medical.
Okay.
It's medical half.
Alright.
yeah, so
Now-
2 to 3 I would say.
2 to 3.
Yeah.
Now I have another hypothesis, another question, right?
All
Alright,
right.
hit it,
Now-
hit it.
Now, right? So Billy then leaves the hospital, comes back the next day, right? But this time, Billy doesn't say anything to the nurse. He doesn't talk to the nurse. He sits down, locks eyes with the front desk lady, and starts gunning Monster. Right?
Okay.
He has a box of Monster, like 1,000,000 cans, and he starts gunning them in the lobby. Do you think someone's going to stop him? Do you think someone's going to be like, "Bro, that's enough Monster"?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think especially if you're gunning them in the middle of like a hospital, some's gonna.
Yeah, but
like a doctor's gonna see it. Like there's no way.
okay, but how much? How many? Now, He's speed running this. This is an any percent. He's speed running it.
Any percent.
He's 80% speed running. How much monster do you think he can get through before they said to stop? Before they stop.
Before they
they'll
candy tamer.
They'll probably tackle him after like he finishes the first one. Gets ready for the second.
I was gonna say it probably depends really on
Yo, if I
who's
saw a
around
man
it.
if I saw a man walk into my place of business, sit down, and just shred a can of Monster, I'm not gonna notice anything until maybe the 5th can. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I was gonna say the receptionist would
Well,
probably
no,
have to.
that's the thing. If does anyone at the hospital know that the nurse has been giving him monsters already?
No. No. He's just sitting down, and it's like no one knows who he is. He's just sitting there in the lobby, just shotgunning monster after monster after monster.
Like 4th or 5th can they're gonna.
Wait, yeah.
The fuck you do? I think maybe I think about the 5th can they're gonna be like, "What are you doing?" Maybe the 8th can they're gonna probably tell him to leave. 9th can they're gonna straight up just body tackle.
Yo, guys. I found a website that I can type in Monster Energy and calculate the lethal dosage based on
please.
weight.
Oh, yo,
I need to know.
Cody, what is your weight?
My weight, 280 pounds.
All right, 280.
Yeah, do you want to know my height?
No, I just need weight. So daily safe maximum, which is like based on your so that's kind of like that intake thing we were talking about, what the maximum you should have.
Yeah.
You have 4.8 cans.
That's weak. No,
Cody. The lethal dosage.
Okay, lethal
is
dosage.
119.4 cans of Monster.
Okay, so 118.4 cans is the limit then, huh?
100. I can't even afford 100 cans.
Hold on. 100 cans? So wait, what happens when I start rounding on that number? Do we know? You know what happens when I start rounding on the number? Like, say I hit 80. What happens to my body then? Do I start like?
I don't know.
Do I start pissing blood?
Oh.
I feel like your heart rate would just keep increasing.
Yes, I
feel like that's what. I feel like your body would like. I feel like your body would like cook itself and something. Like, you know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
Like you're heating up so much, you like have so much energy going through you.
Iron Man 3, bro.
Yeah. You're like no, it's like the watch. You're like fucking like glowing blue.
It's like I've become the next level. I've go Super Saiyan Blue, Gogeta. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Alright, so want to move on, or you want to keep going with that one?
That's all I really got.
I'm just crunching the numbers real quick.
Ryan's crunching the numbers.
Alright, we'll move on while he's crunching the numbers, alright?
Okay. So
read this next one. I understand, but like explain.
Okay, so now people like to think that.
Oh wait. Can I like add another question under there? Kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh wait, guys, I crunched the numbers. So, in order for Cody to indulge and drink the lethal dosage of Monster, it would cost him approximately $186.
That's not that much for 116 cans.
Because of the sweet release.
No. Wait, Ryan. How much per can are you doing right now?
I went by one of Walmart's prices, which is like a 10-pack.
A 10-pack?
A 10-pack of Monster.
You bought 12 10.
What if I went for BJ's? Like I like that monstrosity, $32.
I don't even know. Do they have Monster at BJ's?
They have 32 cans for $36 over at BJ's.
Bro. What is it?
They're on some wild and shit.
Alright. I don't want to crunch those numbers, but we can move on.
So the way this question goes, right? So when did Ryan? I'm asking you right now. Why teachers writing that question? When have we peaked as human beings? And if have we? And if so, when?
You put the moon landing. Is that what you think?
That is what I think, but I wanted to know what everyone here thinks.
Okay. I honestly think we've. All right. Well, it depends what you value most and what industry, because there's some industries that haven't been innovated in years, and there's some that are being innovated every day. I would say we've. You know what? I'm gonna say we peaked around when we started making like smaller like electronics, like microprocessors. We moved from those like the big fucking like tubes. I'm like, once you move there from then, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. When we went from the big room computers to like the laptop.
Yeah, like that whole revelation happened because of the invention of the microprocessor.
Yeah.
So, I think that's around when like we've technologically peaked, because all the innovations we've done are literally just, they still have that framework with a microprocessor. It's like, think about it, like all like technology uses like CPUs, GPUs, like all that other stuff.
Yeah.
It's all micro.
Yeah.
So I think like we've peaked around, like technologically speaking, around like that point in history.
All right, Ryan, when do you think? If you don't know, I can explain my reasoning for mine.
No, the thing is, I really do understand yours. Especially because it was a big middle finger to Russia.
It's a
Always
huge
great.
landmark of like humans. Yeah.
We made it to the moon, and not only that, but I don't think we're gonna. I'm gonna be dead honest with you here. I don't think we're gonna make it to Mars. Okay.
Probably not in our lifetime. I think.
Elon Musk is gonna get murked before we can even get to Mars. So
someone's gonna pull a Nikola Tesla on him.
Exactly. Someone's gonna pull a Nikola Tesla.
Someone's gonna blow up his lab.
Yeah.
I think the moon is as far as we've come, and we're gonna stay that way. I think.
I personally, and to that point, I think it's more. We might make it to Mars at the end of our lives, like near the end.
Yeah, I don't think any of us would be able to go to Mars. I think our kids or our grandkids
are definitely gonna see that. But I think with the way it's, spaceflight's gonna go from a government thing to privatized really fast. So I think that opens up an avenue for companies to start funding space programs, which are gonna get better funding, like commercially, which might advance things faster. So I'm thinking that we're gonna have, like, it took us a while to get to the moon, right?
Yeah.
I think with our technology that we're advancing in now, along with, like, private funding, I think we're gonna see bigger leaps more quick, like in succession.
Yeah.
Because actually, have you seen the fucking the slingshot shit they're trying to do now?
What? No.
Oh,
what?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Wait, I just tried to pull some Looney Tunes shit.
No. Planetary slingshot.
Planetary slingshot.
Oh, okay. I know what that is.
They're thinking about combining that and setting up like you have the International Space Station like on Earth.
Yeah.
They think about putting one on the moon, one on Mars. Like so if you slingshot to each planet, you can refuel and keep going.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, no, it's
a big brain move.
I remember researching it one time. It's like jump gate or like a hyper gate, something like that.
Stargate. Okay.
Actually, I think it. Okay, so I got.
No. Continue.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I think I found it because I was like looking at shit like Mass Effect with the master relays, and that's kind of like relates to it. But it's similar concept. Anyway, go ahead.
I was thinking, right, and then an alternate to that question, right. Now I heard this in the middle of like some like high dudes like rambling, like I don't know where. He was rambling somewhere. Do we live in the worst possible reality? Do we live in the multiverse theory?
Okay.
Are we the worst reality, or are we the best reality? Or are we in between?
Okay.
I mean, technically, according to multiverse theory, we're in the worst. We're in the worst reality and the best reality.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Well, okay,
things like that.
I don't think that's necessarily true. I mean, it's more of if something there. That's the problem. There can't be a worst or a best reality with multiverse theory.
Worst and best are subjective.
There's always going to be a best, and there's always going to be a worst, and they'll all be different depending on who you are. But for just like speaking, not looking at it in multiverse theory, like looking at it as like, are we living in the worst like possible thing? I would say no. And my main like reasoning for this is because like as bad as things may seem on like a more personal level. Like, we as, like, a species, like, as forms of life in general, have seen so much and has advanced so much, and we're in the Goldilocks zone. Like, we shouldn't exist, almost, but we do.
That's true.
And I think that makes it, like, not, I mean, whether you think life is a good or a bad thing, that's personal, but what I'm trying to argue for is that I think since it's such a null chance that we would exist, I think it's one of the best because we do exist.
That is some Stephen Hawking ass shit.
Thanks.
And this podcast
Can you believe I'm going
deep.
to state college? All right, so go
This is why you're going.
Yo, and then multiverse theory. That single-handedly makes us lose.
Well,
law of relativity doesn't that make us the only universe?
Well, no, I'm looking at it like where it's not multiverse, but like there is the possibility of other universes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I'm not discounting multiverse, but if it was, then theoretically there's no good and bad universe because there's so many and there's all subjective or whatever. I'm just talking like strictly if there's like a parallel universe, something like that, or like multiple other ones. It's like infinitely multiple.
Yeah.
Alright, I've been talking for too long.
This is one banger of a first episode, bro. What the fuck?
I
Talk about existentialism in like the beginning of the universe.
Bro, we're getting
and shit.
so deep, honestly.
Alright, so
right.
Does someone else want to speak on that? Because I feel like I talked a little too long.
I mean,
whoa! I just noticed the second question. Holy.
Oh yeah, I came up with that one. I'll
boy?
explain it.
No, I understand it.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, wait. Okay. What's the pitch it? Pitch it.
Oh, you want me to pitch that we're moving on? All right.
Yeah, pitch it.
All right. So the question that I have is, would a perfect world be detrimental to creativity or curiosity? Now, when I say this, I think of like a world with limitless possibilities, a world that can have like anything done, anything is possible.
Yeah, like lightsabers and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, but the question is, does it like stifle creativity or curiosity? Is like, will we stop like being academic in our like ways of looking at stuff and discovering? Because there's nothing left to discover at this point if you think about it. Because it's perfect. You've already found everything, or we already like at least tried everything. You know what I mean? It's like
I feel like creativity. Oh, you want to go?
No, you go.
I feel like creativity would still exist, but it wouldn't be as rewarding as creativity is today.
Yeah, I would think it would be easier to be creative because of if all the tools are available to you in a perfect world, you could make anything. But that's the problem, though. A lot of people find creativity in restriction.
Mhm.
Like
I know what you mean. I know what you
yeah.
mean through that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Giving someone a restriction can make a character or whatever you're making kind of interesting by giving restrictions upon yourself.
Like,
what you can do.
To put it in like a simpler like model, in case like it's harder to follow, because I know I can ramble a lot, but about nonsense. But think of it as like, like a lot of mod makers for games, they end up like becoming developers. It's kind of like that, where like the restrictions that were put on the, let's say like, for example, like TF2 became like a thing because of a mod and Source Engine, right?
Yeah.
So think about it this way: if they didn't have the limitations of Source Engine, or like, I mean, the Source Engine might not have been as limited as it wasn't like awful, but even like the slightest limitation might have led to an added game mode or an added like character. Those limitations gave them the ability to make what they made.
Yeah, like
that's where the issue arises.
For a quick little boil down, the only example I can think of is like a gun mod in Skyrim, right?
Exactly.
There's no guns in Skyrim. There's none of that in Skyrim. So the idea to make it is a birth for the creativity from the relativity of there being no guns.
Yeah, and it being hard to make projectile things. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like saying like there's no guns in Skyrim, and then being like, wouldn't it be cool if there was guns in Skyrim? And that's where the idea is born to have guns in Skyrim. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like
I feel like the first thing to go would be curiosity, and then creativity. Because I feel like creativity is a little hard to snuff out.
Yeah,
I feel like
curiosity is hard because it feels like in the perfect world, most things would be found or discovered or whatever. I would think, because that's part of having all the resources with you, is that everything's already been done, tested, tried to get you those materials.
Yeah.
But everything's been done, so it's kind of hard to. Like I also feel the same way. Like that was why the Wild West was such a big thing in history, because that was the last like discovery like geologically we've had for a long time. Like
That is
like there has
true,
been like an untamed like from the government. Like nowadays, you can't go anywhere without there being government on you unless you like remote island or something.
Unless you physically make an island. Like there is nothing that has not had the grubby little hands on it.
Yeah,
You know what
I'm talking stuff that's like like land masses that were like undiscovered, untouched. Like you can't explore anymore because there's nothing left. Like I feel like that's what's gonna happen when we get to Mars. Like that's gonna open up Manifest Destiny all over again. But or they could just secede from the Earth. I feel like that might happen too. But who knows?
Okay.
So you want to move on to the next?
Okay.
Let's get a little less heavy.
That's a very
we're out of the heavy topics. Now we're back on the dumb shit.
Okay. In a perfect world, right?
In
a perfect world,
all right.
the Omnitrix exists now.
Oh, okay, no, okay. I mean, I don't see why not. That's your segue. That's your segue.
Yes, that's that. Shut up. That's my segue. Alright. So, do we all know the rules of the Omnitrix?
Yes.
I want to make sure that I've watched the 1 hour long Ben 10 synopsis. I don't know if anyone else has.
Me too. I've watched synopsis and I've watched, I think, like 2 out or 3 out of the like 6 series there are.
I'm the lore master. Yes.
Like the first 3. The lore master. Right.
The lore master.
Right. Okay. And we all know who Goku is because he's too popular. But Ben 10.
Well, yeah. Okay.
So we all know the rules about how if his Omnitrix touches like an alien, he gets the alien's power. Not only the alien's power, but he gets doesn't he get like the best version of that alien?
Yeah,
yes,
so he gets the most primal, like the prime form of that alien, and he also knows what it does off the bat. That's part of it.
Okay. So then
does he know it? Does he? Oh yeah, with the newest Omnitrix.
Exactly.
Yes,
so
I'm assuming we're taking the newest Omnitrix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So say he just taps Goku with it, right? Not only does this man become Goku, right? But you know how Goku is. He lost all his. He doesn't know who the fuck he is. He doesn't know where he's from. But Ben 10 would. Ben 10 would know all the Super Saiyan cheat codes. He would know where to go. He would know the Konami code of being a Super Saiyan. He would sit there, do up, down, left, right, and then he's Super Saiyan God. Okay.
But the problem I have with it is that why, like, we don't know the prime of a Saiyan because he's not. Goku's never a prime.
Actually,
like, he's the prime, but it's going up.
Yeah.
No, what I would say be the prime Saiyan would be Broly in that sense.
Okay.
Because he's gonna get a transformation that passes. You watch.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Okay, you say a prime, but aren't they the same age, Broly and Goku?
Yes, they're about the same
age. Exactly.
Well, they were next to them in the bed, so yeah, the baby. So yeah.
So they're the same fucking age. So therefore, he's not primal. He's not the primal version of him.
But he is the strongest form. He is the strongest alone Saiyan.
Is he? Is he the most strongest alone Saiyan?
Well, one was. I don't know much about the new one.
I think all the new movies. Yeah, he's considered a not prodigy, but like more of a.
It's natural born talent. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has the most natural born talent out of every other Saiyan.
Okay, so therefore, right, Ben 10 would easily be able to be Broly and then also be able to go Super Saiyan God, right? Am I in my sense? Therefore,
so now this goes against also because something like Goku's newest form, Ultra Instinct, isn't a Saiyan ability.
It isn't?
No,
it's not.
No, it's not a Saiyan. It may not be a Saiyan ability, but it doesn't mean that he
couldn't learn it.
The Omnitrix doesn't take natural. It doesn't only take natural abilities. It also takes like transformations of any kind.
Yeah, but I feel like since it's not a ability of that race or of that alien.
It is more of a skill. I think you're right. Yeah.
Okay. So therefore, could Ben 10 be Goku? Yes, sir.
I think it all comes down to. Honestly, I think it all comes down to how it would work, because how the fight would be approached. Because if you think about it, Ultra Instinct avoids any attacks, right? But like Ben 10 can get like strong as fuck if he's like legendary, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying now.
But like that's the thing. If Goku can outlast Ben 10's like transformation, like
Oh, fuck! I forgot he's on a timer.
Yeah,
I forgot
he's a
about that.
timer.
No, dude.
So
no.
that's the problem. If Ultra
But
Instinct outlasts
with Ultra
that,
Instinct, Goku also is on a timer.
yeah, that's the question. Like if he outlasts Ben 10 long enough, he could beat him in his boy form. He doesn't have to fucking do it.
Wait a minute. That's not that just.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
it's Battle of Endurance.
Dude, dude, nerf Goku, bro. I swear to God, bro.
I don't even know. I'm trying to think of in sense
Yo,
of...
I feel like I forgot about the timer. Now that I think about the timer,
Yeah, it's
Ben 10 would get DDoS so quickly.
Yeah.
So quickly. He get doxed. He get doxed so damn quickly.
Okay,
Like,
well,
you remember when Ghost Freak fucked up his Omnitrix?
bro, I fucking Ghost Freak was my favorite.
I love
Ghost
Ghost
Freak was my
Freak.
fucking favorite, bro. He was insane.
Dude, upgrade was like my shit.
Yo,
I
same
loved
here,
upgrade.
honestly, though.
Upgrade is like the fan favorite because he just.
I was
he's the-
I was really a big fan. Remember those temporary ones he had? He had like the mummy and
The
like
mummy
the
and the
werewolf.
werewolf.
Yeah, those
Those
were
were
fucking
always cool.
sick.
Dude, I think
so
the
cool.
I think upgrade Echo, and then like.
People sleep on Echo.
Everybody sleeps on
Yo,
Echo, bro.
Oh, Big Chill. I fucking love
Big chill, bro.
He's
Big chill.
he was essentially just a Ghost Freak that had ice powers. It was
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
I used to
bro.
have an
Spider Monkey, bro?
Ultimate
Spider
Oh, Spider.
The ultimate spider monkey, which is just a gorilla legs.
Honestly,
bro.
Yo, what do
Swamp
you
Fire
think
to
would be,
me.
like-
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, what do you think an Ultimatrix version of a Saiyan would be?
Like I said, I think it'd be legendary, Super Saiyan.
Okay. Hold on. Ryan just threw another curve in this, Ryan.
What?
He
What?
did.
The Ultimatrix
Ben 10
though isn't
Ben
really
10
used anymore.
Can make an ultimate Saiyan though.
That's why I said the Prime
That-
form. That's what it is.
Oh, that's what you mean by that?
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's
Okay,
like the
okay,
Prime
okay.
form.
I think that I think the Ultimatrix makes like a different race, not like a sub race almost.
It makes like an advanced race,
Yeah.
genetically advanced race. There, okay. In that sense, then couldn't he like technically like be double Goku and just like sauce his shit up, kinda? Like at that point, you're already like fuck
No,
Ultra
we're-
Instinct. Like
no, we-
you're
no,
already
we-
double Goku.
No, we talked about it. It'll probably more than likely make him into the legendary Super Saiyan, which that's the prime, like, state of that race. It's like almost like a.
Okay, yeah.
It's
yeah.
from birth, so it's like natural, kind of. So
Yeah.
the problem
Okay.
with Ultra Instinct is that it's learned, so you can't. It's not like clonable almost. Like if you take a clone
Yeah.
of Goku, you're not gonna
Yeah.
know how to do it. But if you take a clone of like Broly, you're gonna be like no legendary Super Saiyan off the bat. Like
Bro,
the transformation at least.
where's brain matter when we need him, bro?
Yeah,
brain.
fucking brain matter.
Okay. But
Oh, yeah,
But okay, I just want to say one thing too. Swamp
Yeah.
Fire is just a mix between that plant guy could go into and like
Yeah.
Fire Blast. Yeah.
animators were sleeping on him, bro.
They were
I
no,
think
no, I'm
that-
saying it was like just a fusion between the two. Like you can't tell
Yeah,
me wrong.
yeah, yeah.
Like literally. It's
Tar fusion.
They were running out of ideas, and they were like, they're like, bro, what if we
took the plant and then the fucking Fire Blast and put it together?
the fucking plant.
called it a day, bro?
What was his
Okay.
name again? The plant one he could do?
Wild.
Wildvine.
Oh yeah.
That one. Yeah.
Okay,
alright.
I feel as though maybe, right. Now hear me out.
Maybe.
Another opinion.
Uh,
Ben would have the Saiyan tail, right?
see.
Goku doesn't have the Saiyan tail.
So you think you can go? Well, going Azaru is a detriment because he's not gonna know. He's not gonna be able to control that. I don't think.
Is it a detriment or is it like a?
Yeah, Zara's only 10 times power boost.
Yeah, it's not a lot, and you can't transform while in it. Or well, you can in GT, but that's not canon anymore.
Actually,
That's not
Broly in the
fair.
movie had a form of Ozaru where it was technically Ozaru, but he didn't actually transform. He just gained the power boost. Still doesn't really change
Because
anything.
I would say if GT was still canon, yes, you can transform while in Ozaru, but no, it's not. So.
But do you think Alien X could be good?
Okay. So.
That's a tough one. Well, yeah, no, it can. It can rewrite the universe. It's been shown.
That shit-
He
yeah.
he rewrote the universe with it, like fixed it with
Yeah.
that. So
I know Goku would be able to beat the time stop at least. I know that.
No, he would, but he wouldn't be able to beat the fact that he could like reset the universe, rewrite it so he's never born or some stupid shit like that.
That's true.
He could do that.
Okay.
Probably. Yeah.
Which is
Question.
wild. Okay.
So do you guys know about like all of Ben 10, like what he does? Do you know how it works? I don't, you know what I mean?
What? Like more
Okay, so there's a ton of time travel in that show. You know that, right?
Oh no, yeah, there's alternate universes too. I know.
Yeah, like about Ben 10 going back in time to cause the finding of the comet.
Yep, and then there's also
Yeah.
the what if where like Gwen got it instead.
Yeah.
Ben had his memories.
Yeah.
Also, you want to know something wild too? That future episode, he'll never get to that point because he saw the future.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
wild.
10,000.
Yeah.
What about right? What about did Vilgax even stand a chance? If you
Against
think about
what?
it that way, because he already went back in time to solve it so that Ben would get the Omnitrix.
Okay.
Therefore, if Vilgax knew that, do you think he would give up dead center, like right on the spot, be like, "I'm screwed. There's no point in me even trying."
No, he would still
that's
do
not
it
his
because
character,
Ben's just plus Ben's still just a kid when he has it, so he'd still try it. I think.
I feel like Vilgax, if he knew what he was, if he saw like he's gonna go back in time and like fix it so that he automatically gets it anyways.
Well,
I'm
that's the thing.
boned.
Well, no,
you know?
no, he can go back in time and make sure he gets it, but that's the problem though. He can't go back and fight Gilgax because that'll fuck up the timeline, so he can't do that. So Gilgax is only protected him getting it. He didn't protect him like keeping it. So I think he would still do it.
Ooh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think, right? I've heard. Okay, new topic.
Yep.
I don't know why. I've been dying to get to this one secretly. I've been secretly meaning to get to this one for a while now.
Okay.
Now I heard right from a little birdie that we all know, that he's only ever eaten Lunchables hot. Have you guys ever? What do you eat? How do you eat Lunchables?
Pulled out the bag.
I'd say for me it depends on the Lunchable.
Yeah, well that's the thing.
Now-
I've always eaten them cold, but I can see some of them being heated. If you want to.
Yeah, if you want to, but like, how you guys always eating them? What do you think is the correct way to eat these hot? Correct way to eat them?
I personally cold.
I think
Exactly.
they're meant to be eaten cold.
Okay, that is the way that I think they're meant to be eaten. It's cold.
Well,
But
my
Someone
reasoning,
that we all know, that we all three of us recently know,
let
thinks
me
that
guess.
we all know who he is.
Yeah.
He thinks that they should be eaten hot. He's only ever eaten them hot, and I
Okay.
do not think that is true. That is correct in the slightest.
Let me explain my reasoning for why I cold. I think they can be eaten cold because they're not frozen. They are chilled. Also, none of the ingredients it's not like you have to thaw anything out. Like they're just cold. They're refrigerated.
Also, they literally come in plastic
Hold
things,
on.
so you can't put them in the microwave.
You gotta take them
No,
off.
no. Guys.
Yeah.
Got a game changer right here.
Okay.
WikiHow has a Lunchables WikiHow for the pizza one, and one of the instructions is to microwave for 15 seconds. Now,
The only
does
thing
that mean that they're meant to be served hot?
Well, but if you actually look at the Lunchables pizza thing, it's obviously still cold.
Plus, that's a
because the
problem.
cheese
Not
isn't melted.
the elementary school that me and Ryan went to didn't have a microwave. There's no way we could. Regardless.
I was a very fussy eater. I would like it cold. I would have liked the pizza one.
Yeah.
Well, I think the sauce slaps a little more when it's cold. That's just
Fair enough.
Hold
anyway.
on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think I found the answer to our question.
All right. What's the answer?
I searched up Lunchable instructions. First thing people also ask is are you supposed to eat a Lunchables?
Yeah.
Okay. The main focus on Lunchables are meant to be eaten with your fingers, and not with utensils, which you won't find in your packet anytime soon. You're also given a tasty chocolate mint treat to be saved for more of that later. So, there's several varieties of Lunchables to go into, but it will take one most confused about eating in general public First, we'll tip the hat to the editors. I don't care about that. I just want to know, is it meant to be eaten hot?
Okay, but that's the thing too. It's they package it all in. Like even the stuff that you wouldn't want hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the candy bars packaged in. Like oh, just take it out. No, that's how it comes. So
something else.
It's not like it's like a microwavable pizza where it's like a heating thing either, like a heating plate, or like a thing of a loop. There's none of that. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say there also are some, I guess, exotic types of Lunchables that I really didn't know about, which include mini hot dogs and like a mini burger.
Oh yeah. Well, they have those new ones too, where they like combine shit on like a pretzel stick, which that doesn't matter. That obviously doesn't.
Chicken dunks.
No,
chicken
and the thing
shake
I was
up?
gonna say is, reading all of those, everything in them is pre-cooked.
Yeah.
That is
So like the hot dogs are
that's the thing.
pre-cooked.
Almost
and-
everything microwavables most of the time is pre-cooked.
okay.
Fair enough.
That's the argument.
That is really true.
Playing devil's advocate.
Okay, so then, okay, and then that then later transfers into another question,
Okay.
which is very important. TD, do you want to ask it?
Which one are we?
Oh
yeah,
the
yeah,
big one,
yeah.
the big one,
Okay,
the big one.
the one I thought of. Yeah. So now, can Lunchables be considered MREs? Now listen. Before we go talking, like they don't have like a heating element, blah blah blah. That's not really what makes an MRE.
Yeah.
It's MRE, meal ready to eat. That's the thing. You take that Lunchable out the thing, she's ready to eat.
Take out the package, chips, the sauce, ready to eat. Now, the
Same thing.
Oreo,
Same thing.
ready to eat.
The pizza requires a little assembly, but it's ready to eat. And coming from someone who has like actually tried MREs, a lot of the stuff you still have to like assemble some of it. Like you have to put the jelly on the crackers and like you gotta, like mix the stuff in there. So it's not like MREs like bam. And it's the same way with a Lunchable. Sometimes you gotta assemble the pizza, but like I think you gotta like assemble the crackers and jelly. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it's besides it missing like the heating thing, which I wouldn't give to a fucking 10-year-old. Sometimes it gets like sugar or some shit. To eat the heating
Johnny's doing
element.
like a chemistry experiment with his
You know,
Lunchables in the back.
Eat the fucking heating element.
Okay.
But no, that's the thing. It's technically an MRE, I'd say. It meets the qualifications, at least for me.
I feel as though from a definition standpoint,
Okay.
it matches. It hits all the checkpoints.
Yeah.
It hits all the checkpoints.
Yeah.
Okay, but from a like technical standpoint, not really.
What do you mean a technical? That is what definition is.
Okay, not technical. Sorry, but from a
Proper.
Societal
from a societal standpoint, it's not really.
Obviously not,
Yeah,
but that's
like
obviously it doesn't. It's not the same. It doesn't have the same societal regard, but by little definition, it is. That's all I'm trying to argue for. Is that
that's true.
technically
I guess.
it is.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Okay, because I was thinking, right?
Okay, go ahead.
Right. You're not on a meal ready to eat in MRE. You got nutrition and the goods. You're not on a Lunchable. You don't really got as much nutrition output.
Well, no, but like, where does it say
And
it
you're
has
kind
to
of
be
like a
nutritious? It doesn't. It doesn't have to be. It just be a meal. It has to be ready to eat. That's it. And plus, actually,
That's a meal.
MREs can be detrimental because they're made for people who actually like, do physical stuff.
Yeah.
So if you're sitting on your ass eating nothing but MREs, you're gonna like gain a fuck ton of weight because it's meant for people who are outside all day or out doing stuff all day. That's what it's meant for.
Okay. Now I also have another counterpoint.
Yeah. Okay.
Are Lunchables a meal?
For kids, yeah. It's a lunchtime thing. They bring nothing but a Lunchable. Yeah.
What do you guys?
Now,
Bro, that shit comes with a drink. It comes with a fucking like a cookie.
Full course meal right there.
No, that's the thing. MREs come with like fucking like coffee sometimes.
yeah.
They come with, like, juice.
I know they put all the goods, but I don't know if I could consider it a Lunchable a meal. I would never consider it a
not
meal.
now, but like in the Target.
Yes. Even if I was a kid, I still wouldn't consider that shit a meal. I'd still like need like at least like a cookie on the side.
Bro,
I might have just been a fat ass. I'm
No, listen, me and you definitely were. No, me.
Like,
at least me, I know I was, and I can agree with that. But I'm just saying for the average person, for the average like,
person,
kid,
average little Timmy, little Tommy boy.
Okay.
Maybe. Okay, I can probably see it.
Well, that's what I mean. It's a meal for an average kid, just like how MRE is a meal for an average like person that's like outside.
Okay.
Or doing stuff.
That's
yeah.
Okay.
Yo,
Now,
guys, I have a question. Wait.
Yes.
Do you guys remember Kid Cuisine?
The chicken nuggets, bro.
The little penguin, bro. The penguin Kid Cuisine.
No, that was a meal ready to eat.
No, that was.
No, that was more of a those are TV dinner. Oh, that's
Yeah.
No, I know.
Those things are. Why do you? Yo.
The blue tray, bro. The fucking blue tray.
The blue tray. If you search up Kid Cuisine, you get 1999 Furby Kid Cuisine limited edition.
I dead ass.
Tiger
Like,
Electronics,
one time-
$175.
Once I was in the store, I just thought about buying one for the fucking hell of it. I was like, how good were these things really?
Kid Cuisine.
Like,
Nah,
you know what I mean?
probably.
They were $2. They were $2. At Walmart, they
$2.
sell for $2 right now. $1.
Let's go, boys.
$1.90.
Head to the Walmart, boys. Head to the Walmart.
Kung
Ditch
Fu
the sushi
Panda
tomorrow.
edition.
We're getting Kid
Kung Fu
Cuisine.
Panda edition, meatballs. Okay, no, these ones you get to cook, right? These ones you have to.
Nah, bro.
These ones you
I only
have to
fuck with the fucking the chicken nuggets and like the
Okay,
fucking.
but you're gonna tell me you're gonna eat Kung Fu Panda, fucking pasta, corn, and cake cold? Pasta?
No,
You're gonna eat
no.
pasta
Wait,
and sauce with
Wait,
meatballs?
cold? What are you talking?
Exactly.
When did you say
No,
cold? You heat them up.
Cody,
Exactly,
he just
that's what I'm
asked you. Or
That's why I
TJ
do
just
that.
asked you.
That's why I'm asking you. Our kids' cuisines,
No,
They
because
had to
they're
be-
frozen.
so they have to be heated, right?
Yes.
Frozen. They say right on the box, must be cooked thoroughly.
Oh,
Yeah.
So the difference between these and Lunchables is that these ones you get to cook, and the other ones you don't have to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so so now another question. Does that make these ones better than the other one, or worse?
Better than what?
Lunchables.
You can't send like a kid to school with a Kid Cuisine, but you
Yeah,
should
you
send
can.
a
It's
Lunchable.
like the Switch. Like you have that portability.
Ah.
Yeah, that portability factor.
Yes.
No. Is Kid Cuisine a meal ready to eat?
No, because you have to put it in the microwave.
Okay.
It's not ready.
That's a simple answer. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, that
that's
makes more sense.
easy.
That makes more sense. Okay, I just wanted to
Yeah.
know.
Not everything that's packaged together is a meal ready to eat. You gotta cook it. Like,
Is
even
a can of corn meal ready to eat?
well,
If you're brave enough.
yeah, honestly.
Because
if
I've
you
eaten
can-
corn cold.
If you can sustain yourself like with that, go ahead. Actually, you know what I can
Corn?
do?
Please sponsor
What?
us, still not.
Don't you say
actually-
it. Don't you say it. Don't say
What?
what you think you're gonna say. With the
No.
corn. Don't say what you think
No,
you're gonna say with
no.
the corn.
No.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's not with corn. I can eat a can of SpaghettiOs cold. I don't actually care. It's not bad.
That is an
Cold
animalistic
SpaghettiOs. It's
instinct.
not bad. It's
That is
really not that bad.
actually you're an actual animal.
It's not
No.
that bad.
Okay,
It's
no,
really
you
not.
say
Like,
it's not that bad, but like
well, I'm not.
it's
I'm, that's not my like.
Kind of bad.
That's not my
That's kinda
preferred way.
bad.
That's not my preferred way, but like I can do it. I don't fucking care.
You brave soul.
You brave soul. Jeez.
You brave
It's
boy.
just tomato sauce and pasta in a can. It's not gonna kill you.
Yeah. I see a picture. I see a picture of Kid Cuisine, and I just see a Kid Cuisine surrounded by guns and money, and then like, and then it says the caption is Twitter says I stuck my dick in a Kid Cuisine, and it's so concerning.
I
I'm
hate
sorry.
Why?
There's a 50 caliber bullet sitting next to the chicken nuggets, TJ.
All right. Let's cut this one short. We still got a lot of topics to go. So I think
a lot to talk
I
about.
think we can. All right. So next up is thoughts on Halo. So we're talking about Halo Infinite now.
No. I thought we were talking about.
This is Mike.
yeah.
Since we talk about Craig, we're also going to discuss Halo Infinite in general.
Okay, yeah.
So,
yeah.
have you seen the reveal, the trailer, like the game?
Yes,
Okay.
not the gameplay. No, I saw the teaser, the one where we fight Master Chief and brings him back.
Okay, well, they
It's
released the
he's like-
gameplay thing. Ryan's seen the gameplay, right? Because you watched it the
I
night
don't-
too.
Yeah, but
Is
I also
it-
really have not played Halo at all, so I don't really have a
Alright.
baseline to go
Halo.
Well, I think it balances out because haven't played it, you've seen it. I've played it and I've seen it. So, I played Halo and I've seen it. So, now.
Oh, it doesn't look that bad.
No, it looks fine. They even said it's like and most people don't listen to this when they like argue like, oh, it looks like shit. The build was 4 months old. It was meant to be shown earlier, and it was on like it was just 4 months old.
Yeah, well, for 4 months old, that's pretty okay. That's
you know how much development goes on in 4 months? Like how much they can advance and change. Yeah. So I don't know if people are fucking like. I get
the original Halo. The original Halo game was built in 5 months.
Exactly. So it's one of those things where I don't know why people are bitching about it because like we still have to wait. You can still wait. They're gonna give us more on it later. But anyway, the thing. So what side of the line are you? I mean, Ryan, you could talk about this too, but I don't know how much stake you have in this. What side of the line are you on with sprinting in Halo?
Okay.
What do you think?
Now, I love how you bring that up. I love how you bring it up because Halo and sprinting go together. Halo and sprint. Halo. Okay, Ryan.
You're about to be educated.
Right, you're about to get educated. Okay. So the original Halo game, right, had zilch sprinting, no sprinting at all.
Well, no,
right?
did Reach?
No,
Reach had it as a power, right?
Yeah, CE didn't have it. Halo 2
didn't have it. 3 didn't have it.
Halo 3 didn't have it. Reach had it as a power up, right? As like
our
armor
ability.
A slot. Yeah, it took up an armor ability slot, which was sprint, right?
And 4 they just added it.
Halo 4 they just added it, right? Do you think, from your unintelligible standpoint, do you think
unbiased?
It is unbiased? Sorry. Do you think they should add it? Okay, right? They didn't have it in 1, they didn't have it in 2, they didn't have it in 3, they had it in Reach as a power up, and then they had it in 4 standard.
And 5 too.
And 5.
And that's the it does impact it, but I think Halo it still has its like arena shooter like roots, but
yeah.
I don't see the problem if the gameplay is designed around it.
I was gonna say, it looks like a big open world, so I feel like would
be for the campaign. And multiplayer, people argue like it's gonna be a small enclosed map. Why need to sprint?
I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. If the I think if the game was made with sprint in mind, it's fine. Like I don't have a problem.
Yeah,
that's true.
Like I'm unopposed to mechanics as long as the game is designed with them in mind or like around them. That's fine.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel as though like. I don't know. I feel like sprint. Okay, so if you play Halo Reach, right?
Yeah.
You gotta admit, sprint is like the most used power up, right?
It's the most used, but it doesn't mean it's the most effective. Armor lock's a fucking bitch.
No, but it's mostly used because it's because like people like it. You know what I'm saying? Like they need it.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
So like by that logic, having it in a game would make it pretty poggers.
Yeah, but most people have a problem with it. It's like, it's not the original. Well, the problem is that it's not, like, sure, it changes the game a little, but it's not like they, like, took out, like, when they introduced loadouts, I was like, okay, what the fuck? Like, you're supposed to find weapons, that's the point.
Yeah, but, like, the entire purpose of Halo is, like, run around and find guns, then start capping fools.
You're supposed to, like, memorize memorize
memorize the locations, like, I know that the snipers spawn every other minute, and you have to, like,
I know
find...
the energy swords.
I know the energy...
Dude, swords are, like, not great, but the flare when you kill somebody's great. It's so nice.
It's so nice. Like, what's the Halo Reach map that's, like, the wooden one? It's, like, wood all over the place. It's supposed to be Japanese.
Oh, yeah, I know you're
talking about. The rocket launcher in the middle is, like, the best, like, thing to know about.
You will
when I first discovered it, I cried.
No, you will die more often trying to get it than actually killing people. Like, it's so bad.
It is because, like, everyone goes for it, and then once you get into that little spot...
Everyone camps it, because they know someone's gonna go for it, and they shoot them. That's it.
People literally just jump down, like, assassinate each other, just trying to get to it. It's like a mosh pit. It's like such a tiny little corridor, too, so everyone's like...
They're just like,
damn. Okay, but, like... Halo Infinite gameplay does not look too bad for 4 months old. Not only on top of that, but I feel like I don't know how to say it. It's like, yeah, I think an open world Halo game is a long time ago. Right?
Well, I like what they're doing because it's not like fully open, like it's like semi-open. Like they'll give you missions and stuff, like story stuff. That's fine. And like it's a whole Halo ring, so how dope is that? Fucking going around a Halo ring.
I always wanted to actually do that. Like, I don't know why, but the idea of a Halo ring made me lose my mind.
Playing CE
was like,
for the first time, looking into the sky, like I've wanted to do that for like a while.
It's so cool. It's like you're gonna tell me that I'm living on the inside of a ring? Like my shit.
Yeah, because like we live on like a globe. What the fuck? Like a ring. Like,
but do that shit inside out, bro. I'm gonna lose my
God.
mind. You ever watch Interstellar?
Yeah. Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah. The very ending is the funniest thing when they have a thing just like it.
Yeah.
They have like a tube and then the kid throws a bat and like it lands in the person's window and it's like, oh, shit, bro. It's like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah. Also, Craig, great theme. I'm so glad it came from it. Craig is beautiful. That was
I don't even know. Where's the clip where he comes in?
So it's two brutes come down like from like drop shovels, right?
Okay. Do you know roughly like when?
I don't know when, but I know I can tell it to you right now. Like what happened. So what happens is Chief is fighting like grunts or something, and then he comes up, and then two pods fall, containing two brutes. He shoots one to death. He knocks the armor off the other one by shooting it. He goes up to melee it, and that's why he's so close to the camera. So you can see.
I found the clip.
And it's
you want me to send the clip?
Yeah,
send the clip. Yeah, send the clip. I'm trying to look at the trailer now. It's really hard for me to find it.
It's so funny, but
oh. I think I found it. Yeah,
I didn't see it till after, like people were making jokes. I didn't see it in the actual presentation. I wasn't paying attention. I don't think I was paying attention, but I wasn't focusing.
Alright, so is it a Craig clip? Is it like,
oh no! Oh, I thought you got it.
No, I found the part where he's first fighting him, and I can't see the part where it's like Craig really close to screen.
Oh
well, it's hard because the melee's done it over like a second, so it's hard to catch.
This one stops at it.
Oh, that's great.
It's great.
Yeah, that's I don't know. I think it's cool because it's like a thing that like the studio's in on it, everyone's in on it, and it's like a big joke, and we can all laugh about it.
Yeah. Hold on.
It'll be an Easter egg, probably. So I think it's only been good for the game.
No, they really have this. That's what this.
Yeah, that's what happened. Dude.
No, that's where it's from. That's
the point.
It's just a short period of time. Like it is literally the shortest like clip. It's like
someone capped it. I don't know how they fucking caught it, but they got it.
It's literally one frame of like.
Yeah. Oh god.
Dude, it's funny.
Cody, would you simp for Craig?
I would do a lot. I would do a lot of things for Craig.
I do a lot of things.
I would do a lot of things for Craig.
All right. All right. So I think. All right. So I think. Oh, one more thing. What do you think? Did you see the grapple hook?
Okay. Yeah.
I think that's an awesome addition. I don't care. Like being able to grapple a fucking like fuel container and throw it at somebody and blow it up.
I mean,
somebody who's played Just Cause, I agree.
Plus, like swinging in to like take out an enemy, that's awesome. I don't care. I don't care if he weighs 1,000 pounds canonically.
I mean,
it's awesome.
Yeah. Canonically, it doesn't fit, but like in the game, that kind of slaps because like.
Yeah.
You can probably like jack
do some,
ghosts.
Like, slick shit.
You can probably jack ghosts a lot easier though.
Plus,
jack ghosts, like jack all the enemy ships.
I think it's more of a swing. I don't think you can really like grapple to stuff. At least I don't think. Well, maybe.
You probably I mean it would make hijacking banshees so much easier.
Well, yeah, but that's
like instead of having to like get him to come towards you and then like run up to him last second and then like spam the board button.
Well, that's the problem though. It's like we don't know how the grapple like is going to work like with vehicles involved. Like,
Yeah.
we don't know if it's gonna like there's like a tether grapple where it's gonna like tether you to the item and pull you forward towards it, or you're gonna swing off of the ghost like in an arc. That's what I'm not sure about. But that's also the question though. Do you think they're gonna have it? I think they're gonna have it in multiplayer. I don't know how that's gonna. It's like, to me it looks like it's like COD, like when they added like exosuits.
I was gonna say,
But
I feel like it
they-
would kind of be like Titanfall 2.
I
where
think
that
they
grappling hook-
might handle it better. Yeah, like Titanfall 2, like the movement is like part of it. Maybe.
Yeah, where it's like maybe. Yeah, I was gonna say Titanfall 2 would probably be the best. Like, would probably be the optimal outcome for like them to have a multiplayer.
Yeah, and the worst is like Advanced Warfare. Like
The worst.
Advanced Wars.
Everyone just fucking bunny hopping around. Yeah.
Q, be honest for a second. I don't know why, but like,
Okay.
am I the one who adapted to Advanced Warfare like really fucking easily? Like I don't know why, but like
No, I did.
I
but
was
I just didn't
banger
like
at
it.
that.
I just
Yeah,
didn't
like OG COD was like the best, but like
it. Yeah.
but like playing Advanced Warfare, that was like the one game that I did have for the Xbox.
Yeah.
Like, I was using it, playing a lot as a kid. I was just like not a kid, but like middle school, high school years. I would
Yeah.
just like I don't know. I was just like really good at like double jumping, like, stopping, running, dashing, hiding, you know, shit like
It's
that.
not-
I was like a full-blown football player. That bitch. I know.
Yeah, it's not like I couldn't adapt. It was more just like I didn't prefer it. It was just like
Yeah, it felt off.
it made it unfun. It was like weird. Just the gun balance was like weird. I don't know. Anyway.
Gun balance was awful.
Yes. So yeah, before we get into too much of a rabbit hole, let's go to oh, WoW noob. All right, so
Okay.
in this little segment, we got so Cody we got him into WoW recently, and I've been playing for about almost it. So I started like I on and off like Wrath of the Lich King, but I like left Cataclysm came out, and then I haven't touched the game till recently, and then I played I think for like almost I want to say like 6 months, 8 months, but. So essentially what we're gonna do is I'm gonna try to answer some of his questions, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm kind of retarded. So
I'm kind of.
I'm kind of retarded. So I'll do my best, but like I said, I'm like I know about the game, but like I'm not like the best when it comes to like
the best resource, but like it's.
I'm no Asmongold, but I'll do my best.
I'm no Epstein.
So
I had to go for a second. My dog was in the juice world on the ground, and I had to let her out.
Okay. Anyway,
Juice world, Ryan.
Okay.
Ryan,
Okay.
you can't say that about your dog.
All right. So anyway, so throw me your questions and I'll try to.
Okay. Expansions, right? So.
Okay, you want me to explain expansions?
No. So when Shadow Realms drops, right?
Shadowlands.
Shadow people.
Send the homie to the Shadow Realm.
Shadow people. Anyway.
Okay, go ahead.
When they start appearing, right? so
Jesus Christ.
what happens when to BRA, like when
BFA.
yeah, like
Okay.
what happens? Like what happens when Shadowlands drops? Like what?
Okay, so what happens? Okay, so when transitioning from an expansion, what happens usually is that so the expansion you have to buy. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So, and BFA will become free. Do you know what I mean? So how WoW works now, it never used to be like this. You used to pay upwards, but now how it works is that every expansion before the current one is free. So that's why we have Legion for free, but like BFA isn't right. That's the current. But once Shadowlands drops, BFA is gonna go free, and a lot of the timed events like that are only around for like when BFA is the current expansion will stop.
Yeah. Oh.
So the game, it doesn't. The expansion doesn't stop. Like you can replay it like later. Like if you make a new character, you can work your way up to battle fast, that's easy. But they'll rebalance it. Oh, and this is unique to Shadowlands.
Yeah.
The level cap is being lowered from 120 to 60 for balancing.
They're rebalancing
balancing.
everything.
But keep in mind, so if you're maxed out at 120,
yeah.
you will be sized down to 60, which is the max. And and for everyone else, it's not max level. They're going to size you down to size you down to the appropriate amount, the equivalent,
yeah.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're gonna rebalance the level thing, and then
That's not rebalancing. That's just.
well, no, they're
That's just scaling it downwards. That's not rebalancing shit.
No, they are rebalancing.
They don't make you weaker.
Yeah, they don't make you weaker. The problem they have with when they increase the level cap so many times is they have a lot of fluff levels where you don't get anything. It's just level. That's it. No abilities, no nothing. So they're trying to cut down on that, and they've also kind of learned from like WoW Classic in a way.
Yeah.
So because that has a cap of 60, and that was received very well. So they're kind of trying to bring it back, and also since you're at a lower level, you don't have to work your way up through all the expansions. You can just select one and level in that expansion until you're 60, and then move right on to Shadowlands.
Okay, yeah.
So it makes things a little more streamlined for newer players. So a lot of the stuff they're doing is actually for newer players, which is great because they're trying to get people in.
That makes
losing
more sense.
They're making a universal tutorial area, which is great.
Okay.
They're adding new character customization options and stuff like that. So they're adding a lot with it, which is good.
Yeah.
So so does that answer your question, kind of about like the expansion
Yeah.
and how it's gonna work? All right.
That's my question about like what the hell's happening with this man.
Yeah.
And then that's like literally that's like 80% of the questions. All my other questions are literally retarded about WoW. They're like,
that's fine.
like my other WoW questions are like, where does your boy cop a racial mount? Like, where would I find the racial mount? At Orgrimmar, or would I find it like at my racial town?
Which mount is it?
Which
Okay,
one, which race are you looking for?
Torrent.
If you look it up, if you look up online, it'll tell you.
Okay, so if I look it up, it'll tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can look it up right
Oh,
now.
my PC's doing a lot of weird things.
Oh, you get the Kodo mount.
Keep in mind, you gotta keep in mind that in classic you can't ride till what, 40?
Oh.
And, it costs a lot of gold. That's the thing. Riding was harder to come by in the original.
Okay, Cody, it's you have to get a where is it? Wait. I think you have to be have a
60, right?
I think it's in Thunderbluff.
Okay.
And I think you have to have a certain you might have to have a certain reputation with it.
No, not with your racial, you know.
Not your racial? Oh wait, no, that's
It's
other
with-
races,
it's with
sorry.
Others, to buy other races.
Yeah, I was just going through on the fandom page.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's alright. So yeah, that's
Alright, and then I don't know. Not really much more about WoW that I really need to know about. Alright, Ryan, do you want to talk about who's
I put in the next one.
Oh, about here, Brian?
Yeah, alright, so I have titled this segment,
Spoil it
and
like
I quote, if Herobrine isn't real, then why did my dad die for Herobrine Orphans? That's like the fun. I just find it very funny because it's like a me and my son. This is going to be like a Minecraft segment, so we're going to talk about how Minecraft became iconic, like a groundstone for like games at first. Then it kind of dove down into some cringe. It became very cringy. I'm like,
it dove down into some cringe. Not gonna lie, it hits some cringe. It hits some cringe.
It hits like a cringe dip about like 2014. Like 2016, 2017. Then 2018, 2019, people got like a resurgence and became like a legendary thing.
I think even right now it's still resurging with people like Dream and all that.
No, it's still in the legend status. So
Yo.
Does anyone? Okay, I've been talking for a while. Anyone want to like take over? It's like for like.
I want to talk about Minecraft for a second. Okay.
Go ahead.
So like I don't know why, but like it did die for like a hot second, and you'd be claimed as a nerd to touch Minecraft, right?
Yeah.
Now I feel as though that's some BS because this game has been god tier since day one. Can we agree that this game has been there for the thick and thin? This shit was there from day one. It had the blocks, and that's all they needed. They didn't need curves. They didn't need things. They just need straight lines and 4 vertexes. Them fuckers were banger. On top of that, right? All I want to say is that you know how they say Herobrine was removed in all the updates?
Yeah.
The newest update. The newest update doesn't have that in it.
Say it. Uh-oh.
It is saying the newest update. He's here.
But.
He's gonna get us all, bro. His time has come, bro.
But yeah, I was just gonna say about it. It was iconic because there wasn't any game like it. It was like a sandbox. It had anything you want to build. So much like creativity and so much like it's its own like it's not like based on real world physics, but it's like its own like physics simulation. Like,
it's like its own like thing. It's like there's no way to actually replicate it without calling it Minecraft like this Minecraft copy. Yeah.
Minecraft.
Like it's pulled the same. It's for some reason Minecraft has pulled the same shit Pac-Man has. You know you can't make a top-down puzzle game without at all. You know, right? You can't make one of those without getting. You can't without getting copyright striked by Pac-Man. Pac-Man owns the right to that game genre indefinitely, and it is wild. So like, Minecraft has essentially pulled the same thing, and it is amazing to me that it has pulled that thing. Because I was there, I've been there since day one. I've been there since. I remember. I don't know. I haven't met TJ when we were middle, but like middle school. But like I know that I was there since day one. And me and Ryan were there for like I don't know how to say like when the game was like $20. On like its own little website, and you'd have to like
the good old
you'd get this shitty little launcher.
My
and
account now, and you still like when I look back at my account now, and you get because I've had it for so long, you get like the Windows 10 version and the Java version and all that.
Bro, it's like what the hell's going on?
But to put it like how it went to cringe. Well, like I think the reason why I think this is a thing. Because most kids, like, most people that play the game were, like, kids in middle school, right? Around that time.
Yeah.
And, like, as we grew up, like, a lot of things we did in middle school we saw as, like, cringy.
Yeah.
I think that effect kind of, like, extends to Minecraft. In a way.
I feel as though our generation, like, I don't know, our generation is currently the most leading in what's popping, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if our generation claims for it to be cringe, then it's cringe. But if it's but if we say it's cool, it's kind of cool, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it was our generation that said Minecraft was cringe, and then we stopped playing it, and then it was our generation that said Minecraft is kind of dope, you know what I'm saying?
I would say that our generation started how, like, oh, Minecraft's really neat. And then we all collectively look back at, like, middle school era as, like, a whole, and we're like, this is, like, cringy.
This game kind of got us through some shit.
Yeah, but then Minecraft kind of like aged with us, and like you look back on it, and it's like I miss those times of being young, and it's like I feel like it's kind of like there's like an effect almost.
Like almost semi-nostalgic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's still up, I feel like we're going to have the same feelings about like Fortnite. Like it was really popular in the beginning, now it's really cringy, and I feel like it might get a resurgence. We never know.
It's already got a resurgence, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
See Chapter 2. Yeah, it was more fast, but I think it's gonna be like. It's gonna have like a Minecraft like long-term legend. This when like it gets way old, if it's still online.
Yeah, of course.
But I think it's more just how we look back at stuff.
Honestly, it's kind of like a time capsule.
Honestly, even when it was cringe, I would always pop on a few mods and just hop into a world.
Yeah.
I remember sitting there and being like, Minecraft kind of cringe. I'd be playing a game and Ryan would just like message me like, Cody, I made the Ender Dragon oink, and I was like, I was like, no.
Alright, we're gonna have to skip around a bit because we're like almost like pretty much at the limit we wanted for time.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna skip a few of these. So let's go to skip that one. Okay, we'll go to yours next. The flat bottom.
Oh, this is like a Cody conspiracy theory.
Okay.
These. All right.
Okay, the Cody conspiracy, right? Okay, so the story goes, right? The story goes. So we all know, like, your taco, right? Look, shit looks like a U shape. It's really weird. It's really that weird dynamic shape. But you don't think of a taco as a flat bottom. You think of it as a round bottom, right? Because you only grew up with round bottom tacos. That's the only thing we grew up with. That's the only thing we grew up knowing. Yeah. That's how they're made, right? Why did it take so long for someone to understand that maybe it should have a flat bottom. Now, these like they're not. The funny part is they're still not being used every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like every time you buy tacos, you don't buy the flat bottom. You know what I'm saying? You buy the shitty little round bottom ones, and then you have to just sit there and like hold them up on their side. It's really fucking weird. You don't buy flat bottom tacos because why? Why don't you buy them? Because they're not ordinary. You don't ordinarily buy them.
They're not commercially available.
Exactly. You don't go to the store looking for flat bottom tacos. You go to the store for tacos. And it blows my mind to think about flat bottom tacos because they're so economic, they're revolutionary, they're economically advanced, they just make the experience better.
So do you want me to like explain why I think they don't make them that way?
Okay, yeah.
So from my understanding, how they make like hard shell taco is that you have to like take like a soft like dough or like a soft like thing, right?
Yeah.
You have to hang it by something or like shape it, like hang it almost while it's being cooked.
Yeah.
And like that's the thing, they're mass produced, they're quickly produced, and I feel like having like that rounded mold, like it's cheap raw material because it's like it has less of like a base, and it's just like one of those things like you just pop it on there, you make it, you keep going. I feel like with a flat bottom, it has more of a chance to like malform almost. It's like you're trying to create a surface almost.
Yeah.
If you round it off, there's like it's pretty much a guaranteed shape almost every time. Now, if they made specialized molds, maybe not. But that's the problem. If you invest the money in getting molds like that, and trying it, like a test mold.
So what you're saying is that it's more expensive to make flat bottom tacos.
Yeah, because you have to replace the molds. You have to test them to make sure that they're consistent, and you gotta like.
That would make more sense.
Yeah.
That make a lot of sense.
Especially with like if you're making a U-shaped taco, you really only need one point of contact.
Yeah.
Of like because that's what makes like the V/U shape. But if you do use a flat bottom, you have to use two, maybe three, depending on how flat you want that surface.
Okay, but
two if you want flat, but like three if you want to make sure there's no drooping in the middle.
Okay, so what?
That's the thing too. It makes them less like they can make them smaller with the curve. With the flat bottom, they gotta make it at least a certain.
Yeah.
I mean, tacos are meant to like be compact. That's the one thing that I got.
Alright, well, see. So what you're saying is that it's probably more expensive to make a flat bottom taco than it is to make a round bottom taco, right? And by that logic, that means that it's more expensive to buy a flat bottom taco than a round bottom taco, right? So what you're saying is that Americans are too cheap. They don't want to pay all that money for.
Yeah, that's part of it.
The taco industry's been pretty consistent as far as the last 30 years. So
another thing is depending if you're talking about like hard shell version. Actually, no, there's no such thing as a soft shell. Flat bottom.
They're all flat when they're soft shell.
Yeah,
that's true.
I'm stupid. I meant like also probably a flat bottom taco is probably more prone to break.
I was gonna say that because like they're wider,
I didn't think about
more
that.
of a chance to break. Yeah.
They have more surface area, huh? So they probably can be like, okay, but like
take up more space. Yeah.
But like also, I don't know. I don't know. It's like the dilemma where like, for example, I work with my coworker. We all know him, same guy, and he goes and he says that we had an argument the other, not an argument, but I talked. We were like, would you rather like have like smoke breaks? Like you're like 5-minute smoke breaks every like other like hour, or would you rather have one 30-minute break? And he was like, the 30-minute break. And I was like, why? He goes, it's just like a lot more time to like sit down and like take a breather. And I feel as though that same thing applies to this situation. Like I would spend more money on the flat bottom tacos more often because therefore I get more food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
And like I get it, it's a little bit more expensive, but like in the long run, presentation wise, like beneficiary wise, and just eating it all around, that is superior. You know what I'm saying?
It's a business at the end of the day, though. You gotta look at the costs and the defects, and the shift.
That's true. But like the flex to be able to say I eat flat bottom tacos is honestly the biggest flex.
Well,
Like,
not even
okay.
that, plus it's just convenient.
All right,
it
Cody,
is convenient.
I do
you
have a
gotta go
question
point
for
that.
you.
Yes.
Why don't you just buy tortillas and make them have a flat?
Ryan.
Cody,
Name the last time your punk ass made taco tortillas. No. Name the last time
yesterday.
you bought tortillas and made taco shells.
Yeah, made a breakfast taco.
Did you bake the tortilla into a taco shape?
Maybe.
No, you did not.
I did.
You little bitch ass. I know you
made
didn't.
it close. You made like a soft close.
You're gonna tell me your little clown ass got up and said, I'm gonna make a taco. And not only did you just you didn't just wrap it. You didn't wrap the taco up in the tortilla. You went to the oven, baked that fucking
No, I didn't go to the oven. I did
into
it
a
on
U
frying
shape.
pan.
You baked the tortilla into a U shape, Ryan.
I did it on a frying pan.
How can you do that to a frying pan, Ryan?
How do you
Ryan,
shape it?
what kind of madman shit are you doing over there? You're doing
I
some
hold
Mad
it with
Max.
my hand.
What the fuck is wrong?
Ryan,
Bro, I've
you're
heard
on
I've
some
heard it-
wild shit.
I've heard it doing
I
them on,
guess
like,
I'm
the
the
oven.
weird.
I heard doing them on like the oven rack. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
was gonna say,
the
you
oven
could-
rack,
you
not a
could
fucking
do it on the
frying
oven
Fucking
rack.
pan.
holding it with your hands in a fucking
Not holding with a
frying
frying pan. Ryan, go back. Ryan, hold the fuck on. Go back. Hold the fuck on. You're holding it in your hands in a frying pan?
Okay, so I split it in half. Like,
'Kay.
not split it, but like I hold like one on one end, one side of the tortilla on the other end, the other on the other end. I kind of like fold it in half, and then I take it and then I press it against the hot frying pan, so it makes like a little flat bottom. And
Yeah,
then
but
after,
that's more of like a crisped up soft shell. It's not like a whole hard shell taco.
it's still a. I don't
It's
know.
not, it's
just
not
still
hard
a
shell though.
I'm still trying to like wrap my head around how he's doing this. Like, I can't figure it out. Like I still can't
It's
figure
still
out how
a
he's like.
taco.
No,
Yeah,
no,
but
fuck it isn't.
That's like a slightly baked soft shell. It's
No,
not like the
yeah,
whole
yeah,
hard shell.
yeah.
You know what I'm
TJ
saying?
has a
No,
point.
no, then after that I
Shut
do
the fuck
both
up, Ryan.
sides.
Shut the fuck up. Sit down. Hold on. He has a point. He has a point. It's just a crispy, soft taco. It's like you went to Taco Bell, got a soft taco, slap that bitch in a pan and call it a fucking day. You ain't out here making taco shells. You're out here making a slightly
Okay, I will send
crisp
you a.
taco.
I will actually. I don't have any taco.
That's what I thought.
ran
Pipe
out of
down.
tortillas
This
today,
is-
but
No,
I will
I want a
make
fucking video from you doing this.
I want a
wanna
video.
see-
one video for.
burning his. Oh, I just doxed. Ooh, it's fine.
Oh, what kind of-
It's okay. We'll figure it out.
I want a video of Ryan burning his fucking hands and making a goddamn taco.
I will.
Right
I'll
the fuck
do it.
now. Ryan, there's no way you're
I will
making
record
taco.
it and you overlay it over the podcast.
I will gladly overlay it, Ryan. There's no way in hell you're making a taco. You're fucking making a burrito, Ryan.
You're making
making
a
a
crisp burrito. Like that's
You're
it.
making a burrito. You took a burrito, you hit it with a blowtorch, call it a goddamn day. You're not making a taco.
I can't believe this turned into an intervention.
No, right. This is an intervention. This is an intervention.
Okay. Do I have
You're
to? Do I have
damaging
to?
your
Okay.
family
Do
by
I have
doing
to?
this.
Do I have to bring up the sandwich chart?
No, that's not what we need right now. That's what the other thing.
No.
It is.
No.
It's
That's
classified
not
as a
what we're
taco.
debating.
That is not
It
what
is
we're
a
debating.
taco.
I'm gonna beat the living shit out of
I'm
you.
literally
it's
just-
not. It's
I'm-
not meat to cheese like meat to bread ratio we're talking about. I'm talking about like,
yeah.
the fact that you crisp it up for like a minute.
I'm
It doesn't
talking
make
about
it into, like,
no.
a fucking hard
I'm
shell.
talking about the ethical implications of you
Ethical
of you taking a goddamn tortilla and cooking it with your bare hands like a goddamn troglodyte and have the audacity to come on here and tell me to my goddamn face that is a taco. It is not. It is a slightly burnt burrito. You fucking madman! I swear to God.
Okay. Listen, we're arguing in circles. Let's cut this off. All right.
No, no,
We're almost at 2 hours. We're like an hour and 48. We're almost at 2 hours. We've been
I
arguing about this
can't.
shit
I
for like 5
physically
minutes.
can't. I'm
All right,
losing my mind here. I
Listen,
can't.
we're moving on. All right. Next thing.
We're talking about Bobby Shmurda? Oh, okay.
Oh, we're talking about Bobby Shmurda. Oh,
Then we
this is our
can end it.
move.
Then we can end it.
Our grand
We
slam.
can use all the stuff we didn't use
course.
in the next one if you want.
We
I'm just
are
like,
we
we're
are
sitting
at
like-
we are
we're like
at
an hour
2
and
hours or
57
something.
minutes.
No.
Not
I'm
not
at
I recorded when we
157,
all
but like
started.
essentially we're at like 2 hours.
Yeah, I sent you at 2
we're
hours.
almost there.
So,
Yeah, well,
originally we were shooting for an hour and a
don't
half.
bother me none.
I mean, hey, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, me either. I just don't want to be too long, like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Alright.
last one. Bobby Shmurda.
Okay, so I know that Bobby
So,
Shmurda,
how much do you guys know about
right.
this?
He made the song. I'm just gonna say.
We know.
Hot nigga.
Hot gamer word.
And yeah, okay. I am.
Well, I mean, you can say that. You can say that. Yeah, invoke that card now. So
yeah.
We don't get canceled.
He made a
like
pretty
in
banger
January.
song, like
You know,
yeah, top charts. The white
it was
shirt,
top
the
charts in
dance, the
2013,
white
I think,
shirt,
was one of the
slowed
top
it,
charts.
the hat, the swag,
Tossing the
the
hat.
drip, and the washout. This motherfucker. I forget what did he do to land him in prison. Please.
Okay, I have the detail. Well, most of them. So, the guy was charged with possession of weapons, possession of drugs, and
Okay, do you know when the cops
attempt
found
to
him and what he
commit
was
murder.
doing when they found him?
They found him in his house with a bunch of associates with guns,
Yeah.
drugs, and like.
How did they get him
they're
on the
obviously, like,
account
gonna kill
of
somebody.
planning to commit a murder?
He
So
he
just
had-
because,
I think he had, like,
just because he had a rivalry with somebody and a
like,
gun
you know,
doesn't mean he was gonna kill him.
It probably looks very.
No. He was burning hot that night. You know, he was like gassed
Well, like-
and all that shit. You know what I mean?
It was like they had the weapons. They
yeah,
had
but
He had
he
weapons
had
and
a
the guns,
game
and they were
plan.
getting ready to go. I don't know for certain, but they must have
I don't know.
busted him like.
I feel as
outside
though-
of his, like, house.
yeah,
Other
I feel as
guys
though,
and
like,
shit
okay.
that.
You can't.
Because there's no.
Yeah.
If they
That's
just run you
what I was
and
gonna
arrest
say. Like,
them,
you can't bust into a
that's
homie's
one
house
thing,
and
like,
him have a
the-
Glock and say, "Oh, he hates
Yeah.
somebody. He's gonna go kill
No,
him."
no,
Like,
no.
no, that doesn't work that way.
No.
Yeah.
The jury wouldn't go for that if that was the case. There's no way it's like plausible. It had to have been like an arrest like somewhere near the.
Him
person's
trying to
house,
walk
like,
in, trying to walk in
house
with like
with,
a
like,
with like a glicky Glock on
Probably.
him, you know, like his motherfucking thang on him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Big glizzy Glock.
Yeah, so he's arrested for that. He's been in prison for what? 5 years now? Or like 4 years? Something like that. And he's eligible for parole, I think, later this week. It's the 17th, so that's
Okay. So
Monday of next week.
okay.
From the time we're recording this. But yeah, so he is going to appear before a parole board, and they're going to decide whether they're going to let him in society, back in society,
Yeah.
under parole, or he's going to stay in prison. I think he can stay. He's staying to prison until like the earlier part of 2021.
Okay.
All right. Well, I feel
So
as though
that's the gist.
Bobby Shmurda has been
From what I
ready to be
understand.
integrated into society, and not only that, but they locked up my boy. They locked up my boy over nothing. They free Bobby Shmurda.
Oh, here we go.
Free Bobby
My boy did nothing free, but
My boy didn't do shit.
Free Bobby Shmurda.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't know the finer details of the case itself, but from the charges and like the actual like being charged and like actually going through in a court, I would say
Yeah, that's some solid.
they must have had something sound. You know what I mean? Like I would hope they did.
They arrested him on the
I
count
would
of him being
If
brown
not,
and
then
being
that's
Bobby
a-
Shmurda. And being
Yeah,
and
that's
being
yeah, that's a gross
what they like
misuse
to
of
consider a hot
True
nigga.
gangster.
Now,
yeah.
his blood pressure was indeed
Yeah.
above 98.6, and they had to just be like, bro, we gotta take you in. You're too hot. And
But yeah, so that's the gist of it. I thought the case was interesting. It's been like a meme for a while, so he's actually gonna be on. He might be. He may be eligible for parole.
I mean,
soon.
that makes more sense.
So I'm sure he's gonna he's gonna be set after jail because he's gonna be featured on a bunch of
he's
tracks.
he's gonna come out. He's gonna come out after 5 years with a banging new hit, bro. Everybody's gonna be like, He's gonna come out with Hot Nigga 2. And he's gonna be like, bro, the sequel. The sequel can't keep a homie down.
Oh my god. But like, no,
fame, internet fame.
He has so much,
underneath
like,
his name.
Like fame or yeah, or like no, he has fame
Clout.
or however you look at it, fame, infamy, whatever. He's in the public like
Yeah.
clout. He's in the public like mind. So he's gonna be like the, go-to artist for a while, in terms of like he's gonna rake in a lot of money.
Yeah, just like what's his
feature with
face?
him, collab with him, everything.
6ix9ine when he got out of prison, or like
yeah, when he got out.
Oh yeah.
when he started doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like Bobby Shmurda kind of do be vibing.
All right, so.
Alright,
so I think this is a good place to end it.
Yeah.
We ran a little longer than expected, but
that's been
2 hours
the Questline
Yeah.
podcast.
We're doing good.
Knocked off the list.
First
That's
episode
pretty good.
done. Yep.
That's well,
We just gotta
yeah.
wait for the art to be finished. And then
Alright,
you can upload the bed.
signing out.
The bed boy.
Yep.
Later.
See you guys. Like it. See you in the next one. Haha.